Good morning. Happy Thursday. I'm here in Clermont. It is 10:15 and I'm heading to Aldi for my first order of the day. It was $13 and I'm like, oh yes, I haven't got an Instacart in so long, y'all. $13.40, 2.2 miles for 11 items, 24 units. And I don't think it's anything big. I think like there's multiples of like yogurt or something like that. So it should be pretty quick. I should be there in about 5 minutes and hopefully I'll be done with this order in about 40 minutes. That's with shopping, delivering, getting there, all that good stuff. I'm hoping I can hit my goal a lot earlier, and if I hit it earlier, maybe I could go further, but it all depends on the orders that they send. It's still saying that Groveland is a hot spot, but with Corner Shop I have to go past the Publix in Groveland to be able to go online. Otherwise it's like you're out of your zone. You can't work. And yesterday when I was in a COE, they were sending me, of course, all the ones for the Winn-Dixie off of Hiawassee, which is a little far for me still, and then the one here in Clermont. And I'm like, all right, ridiculous. I'm happy that I did go to the one yesterday because I got a $20 tip for that. Sorry, y'all, I did not silence my notifications. They were silenced, and then I got in the car and I put my notifications on so I could hear if I get orders and stuff, and then of course I start getting notifications and phone calls. My luck, y'all, my luck. But that's where I'm at now. I'm stuck behind the bus. Oh my goodness. So as soon as I can get to Aldi's, I should be done hopefully at Aldi's in like 10-15 minutes because it's not that many items. So I grabbed most of the stuff. Like I grabbed all the hot stuff or regular non-perishable stuff first, and then I go to the cold section and I don't see any yogurt that says like low fat, and I'm like, oh crap. So I hit start shopping. I scanned all the non-perishables and then I messaged her and she's like, I just need 8 total. And we were going back and forth, and then I realized, hello, they all say in tiny writing on them low fat, but I was looking for one that said like low fat on the label because the light yogurt said light on the label, like on the top. So that probably was like 5 minutes going back and forth with the customer, and I was super annoyed when I finally saw that it said low fat on the thing. I should have just tried scanning it and then I would have known, but I didn't do that. I'm heading to deliver. I'm almost there now, and it's to the apartments that I'm not really a fan of, but it's during the day, so the doors should be open because it's like the leasing section or whatever. But I should be done with this in about 5 minutes or so. So I just did a delivery for Wintergarden, I think it was, the Chinese place that makes you confirm the order.
Just ahead, make a slight right turn on South Highway 27.
Go off of Uber because it's gonna keep doing that. I got it dropped off and I was right by Walmart, so I'm like, you know what, let me just stop here, try and get something for breakfast and then go pee. But I got an order that I had to take for 3.5 miles for tropical smoothie. So lady, I don't know what you're doing. So that canceled my bathroom plans because I would rather make the $10 and use the bathroom after. So I'm heading to tropical smoothie. I don't know how far away I am. I'm like 2 miles away from tropical smoothie. So the delivery is gonna be only like 1.5 miles, which is good. So really it's like 1.5 miles for the $10. And it's 11 items. I didn't look at what items it was, but we'll see once I get there.
Marlee, hello.
Yes.
Thank you for holding. I appreciate the time you have given me. The order has now been canceled and you were compensated $4, ma'am, for the time that you have spent.
Okay, thank you.
You're most welcome. I'm happy I was able to make it quick and easy for you, Marlee. Will there be anything else from Uber support we can help you today?
No, that's it. Thank you.
You take good care and have a great one now. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. So I went in tropical smoothie. The order was not ready, so I used the bathroom there, and then I told them who I was waiting for because it still wasn't right. I'm like, that ain't right. It's been like 15 minutes already since I took the order and I had to drive there still. So I'm a little upset because tropical smoothie didn't have the order in their system. Then they supposedly called Uber, and Uber was like, oh, maybe the customer canceled it, and that was it. So I had to contact Uber. I told the customer that Uber was going to cancel it. Super annoying because that was $10 and it possibly could have went up because it was so much items. It was 5 smoothies and then 5 foods to go with it. So I'm sure it was a lot of money because tropical smoothie is not cheap, y'all. It's like $10 for a meal, and that's smoothie with a food and a side. So I'm a little disappointed because I only got $4 now instead of 10 and possibly more. But I'll be back once I do take my next order. So I took an order for Firehouse. It's not that great of an order, but I want to go that way anyways because there's a the Publix at Citrus Tower usually has some good orders, and I think you're gonna have to be like sitting by the store now to get the orders because I haven't really been getting any orders. Sorry, let me go off of Uber because otherwise it's gonna keep talking to me and I know where I'm going. I'm going right across the way here because I was at Tropical Smoothie. They did, is that, they're sending me an add-on? Okay, 1.9 miles for $5.31. So now I'm getting 2 orders from Firehouse. Sorry, y'all. So before I head inside Publix to grab me a snack, there was a Instacart for Walgreens, and it was like 0.9 miles to the customer, but I'm like 5 miles from that, so I'm like, I'm not doing that. It went away, and I'm like, all right, somebody took it, that's good. And then just now the same order popped up from a different Walgreens for 2.4 miles, and I never saw them do that before, not that I can remember. It's like, I wonder why they moved the Walgreens. Like, did somebody take it and maybe they didn't have the stuff, so then they tried the other Walgreens, or they just move it to see if like somebody's gonna take it and think it's a different order. I don't know, but I peeped that game real quick because it was only 3 items and it was the same 3 items. I doubt somebody in the same area ordered the same thing, you know? But I'm gonna go get me a snack, and maybe I'll get an Instacart from the Publix while I'm here, which would be awesome. Otherwise, I'll let y'all know when I get my next order. All right, so while I was in Publix grabbing my snack, I took a DoorDash order and then my dash ended. But the order was for Hibachi Express, and the mileage never popped up, but I could tell it was super close. For $6.50, the order didn't go up. It was like 0.7 miles of a delivery, so that was awesome. Now I'm heading to almost the same area that got dropped off to for I Drink Boba and Sandwiches, 2.2 miles for $6 on Uber Eats. So the order you just saw me drop off was an Aldi's order, and it was like $13. It was a low amount of items. It looked like a lot, but it really wasn't. It was 8 bananas. So once you do that, it kind of stacks up there. But I think it was like maybe 30 altogether, and maybe like 10 items or something like that. I'll put it up on the screen for y'all. It's been pretty, I would say, slow, steady. So I'm gonna try to head to the next market over, since it says it's been busy. It's been busy like off and on, but the increments were only like 30 minutes, and I'm like, I'm not driving over there for 30 minutes. That's just crazy. So now I have one scheduled for a couple hours, and I'm like, all right, that's perfect. So this is the market I'm going to right now. I have a dash along the way. So it's called Tildenville, which is like where the Wintergarden Village Market, Citrus Grove Market is. And there's a lot of restaurants over there. Sometimes I do good over there, sometimes I don't. I haven't went over there in probably like 2-3 months. So we're gonna see how it's gonna go today. Y'all, it is 4 o'clock and I am so tired. I finally got an order. They were sending a bunch of them, but they weren't like that great of orders. And then they finally sent one. It's still not that great of an order, but I took it anyways because maybe it'll go up. I think it was like 5 miles for $9 and change. So I don't know. It's for Arby's. Like, it's not nothing fancy. Not a bunch of items. It was like 3 items. So we'll see once I get it dropped off. But then I don't know. Hopefully it'll be closer to dinner time. Not really. I should be done with this in like 10 minutes. But wishful thinking. I went inside and got a Chipotle order. It was for 4 miles for $6.50. I'm hoping it'll go up, but with my rate of going upness today, probably not. I don't think I've had one. Maybe I have, I just don't remember. I think maybe one earlier went up a little bit, but nothing crazy. It was actually ready, so I'm surprised. Now I just have to get out of this plaza. These plazas are the worst to get out of, these ones by the Wintergarden villages, but it's so many shops right here that you can't go wrong usually. Like I said, $6.50, and that one was supposed to be a hand it to me, and then it was, they said leave it on the porch, the baby is sleeping. And what did I do? I rang the doorbell because it said hand it to me. I didn't look all the way to see that, so if I get a bad rating from that, that's what that's from. But I'm gonna head back towards where I was. They're sending me one right now, 8.6 miles for $6 for Arby's. So that's definitely going to be a no. And then I took one for Chick-fil-A for 2.6 miles for $6.75, which is what I'm dropping off now. It's 9 items, no drinks, but I am still hoping that it might go up a little bit, which would be nice. But either way, it was still a decent order for the $6 and change. Okay, $9.75 for that one. I'll take it. I'll take it. So I dropped off the order I had, and what was that I dropped off? I did a Walgreens for like 2 miles for $9. They lived in a gated community. They did not leave me the gate code. Somebody was coming up behind me that lived in there, but of course they didn't open it for me. I had to go around and just follow them in. And then they popped up one for Staples for like 7 items, 10 units, something like that. I'll put up on the screen for $15, 3 miles. So I'm like, ooh, I can do that. I've never been to a Staples before for an Instacart, so it wasn't that bad. They just didn't have 2 of the customers' items, so I had to message them. And a long time ago, I was in a car accident, and it shattered my wrist. The airbag did. So ever since then, my wrist has never been the same. And holding those poster boards, my hand hurts so bad. I should not have held the poster boards with that hand because I'm paying for it now. Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow, but right now it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. Just sore, like hurting, aching, and it's rough. It's rough. Heading to drop it off now. I have 2 more miles to go for this drop off. That is dropped off. I've actually delivered to this guy before. He's freaking loaded. Every car in his driveway has to be over 100 grand. So crazy. Done with that, and now I'm gonna head back towards where I came from. I don't even know how to get back there. I probably can get back there. I just gotta remember the way I came. All right, you guys. So I don't know if I told you, I took a Cold Stone Creamery order for like 3 miles, $6.75. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm almost to drop it off now. Half a mile away. I took an Instacart order for $18, 2 miles for low items. So I'm like, oh yes, that's perfect. I know I was like at 119 before the Cold Stone, so that's like 126. Oh, I'm gonna be like $5 shy. Oh man, unless they give me an add-on, or unless this one turns out to be more, which would be awesome. But that's what I'm doing right now, you guys. I'm dropping this off real quick. I'm almost there, a couple houses away, and then I'm gonna head to the Publix right here in the Wintergarden. Okay, y'all, I got $12.25 for that order, so that actually might make me hit my goal. All right, y'all, I am home, so I'm going to do a pretty quick outro for Thursday. Today was Thursday, y'all. Can you believe it? Thursday already. With Uber Eats, I did 3 trips for a total of $28.21. That does include about, I think, $7 from Uber payments because of 2 trips that I had to cancel. With DoorDash, it was a total of $52, and that was for 2 dashes. One was $6.50, the other one was $45.50, and no corner shop today because I was in Windermere area, Wintergarden area today. So today I was in Wintergarden. Of course, once I was there, then they sent me a corner shop for Clermont, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it today. Excuse me, y'all. So with Instacart, I had a total of $72.99, so which would have brought my total, y'all, to $150.20. The last customer that I dropped off to was nice and actually upped my tip himself $3 extra, so my total was $153.20. My average for my 10 hours was about $15.32, and I had 14 trips today for a total of $10.94. Today was, I think, a more busy day, but I should have went to Wintergarden sooner. I think, I don't know, Clermont's just a little dry, y'all, unless it's just me because I haven't been able to schedule myself over there. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. I hope you guys have been meeting your goals this week so far. If you haven't yet, hit the like button and subscribe if you are not yet, and I will see you guys in my next one. Have a great night.
A young boy being lay dreaming, and in the dream